Derek, I wonder if you've taken notice of the great start that Timo Werner has been off to with San Jose, and does it excite you to go up and test your wits, I guess, so to speak, against a player like that?
Yeah, definitely. I think not just me, but everyone in the locker room. You have a team full of competitors who want to test themselves around against great players, and he's played in um, great leagues. He's played in some of the biggest tournaments. So just to be able to go out there and test what we can do against him, it's gonna be a fun challenge that we're looking forward to.
What's been the team's mentality like in training this week, especially coming off the disappointing loss against the Lightning?
Yeah, obviously disappointed not to pick up points at home. We just worked on making sure that we can do the things that we can to be able to continue to be as efficient and good in front of goal as possible. But also we want to stop and try to nullify the things that they're good at. I think we've done a good job of that throughout the year. I mean, unfortunately, we did lose against Atlanta, but I mean they scored a great free kick and then um, a weak foot shot from the top of the box that ends up top corner. So um, unfortunate, but we're just focusing on how we can be better and then stopping the other teams, which I think we've done a pretty good so far.
Even with the results from last week, what positives do you take from the way the team is playing recently?
What positives do I take?
Yes.
Resilience. I think we put ourselves in good positions. We've created a lot of good chances. So now it's more so, capitalizing on those chances. And then I think killing off games is something that we want to do more. But also the fact that we're able to, go down and always be able to keep ourselves in the game. I think that's a good mentality to have. But we also don't want to put ourselves in that position. So um, I think that we're working on making sure that we put things on our terms and step out and put ourselves on the right track. But we also know that if things do get tough, we have a group that's willing to work hard, that's willing to grind and try to get results.
Thanks, LA. Hey, Derek.
Hello.
MLS seasons are always long, and this one in particular has a bit of a different cadence with the World Cup break. But I'm wondering if there's some value in the depth getting tested the way that it is this early in the season.
Yeah, I think it helps get guys who might not regularly get minutes, build confidence now, so that when their name is called, that they're ready to go. So I think that's a good thing to have. But ultimately, again, we have a competitive group. We have a team that's willing to fight and grind things out. And then I think one thing that we do have is that mentality that it doesn't matter whoever's in what position, that we're going to try to do our best to get the job done.
Yeah, we'll go with another one if that's okay, LA. Derek, is the World Cup starting to feel very, very real
Uh, yeah, I mean it's very close. To be able to be in that position is something I've always dreamed of. So the fact that it's, I don't know, 40 days away is is something that is obviously in the back of my mind. But ultimately, I'm just trying to focus on every game that's ahead of me and every training session that's ahead of me.
Derek, it's San Jose tomorrow, who are the reigning, or sort of the current sort of supporter shield holders. Then you've got a short turnaround on Tuesday against Atletico Ottawa in the Canadian Championship. And next Saturday, it's the MLS champions of Inter Miami and Lionel Messi. So it's three tough games in a relatively short period of time. I mean, how daunting is this sort of stretch of games?
Honestly, I don't see it as daunting at
Okay.
all. We want to put ourselves in a position to play big games and to play like you said, the leaders in the supporter shield so far. It's a chance for us to test ourselves. Then having Canadian championships on Tuesday is another chance for us to get closer to a trophy, and then playing against Inter Miami again. Again, you're playing one of if not the greatest player of all time and one of the best teams in the league. So at the end of the day, this is something that everyone relishes. They want to play big games. They want to play against big players, and the way the team's going about that is we're ready for the challenge.
Is it frustrating as a player that with just the injury situation, I mean, this team just can't seem to get and stay healthy? I wonder if that sort of wears down on the players' mentality at all.
Um, I mean, it's unfortunate, but the way the league is set up with having guys come from Europe and all that stuff, it's always a possibility of that happening. But yeah, I mean, you don't ever want to see your teammates injured, but ultimately it's a part of the game.